Hi everybody, today's a shopping spree or shopping haul at the Walmart. Got some supplies that we needed for next week's food meal or this week's food meal, however you want to look at it. So let's go ahead and get at it. I bought the quick and grab because the slice is perfect for what I'm gonna do with it. But it's basically a pound's worth of roast beef meat, sliced. That's a deli slice, so got that. And then we're gonna try a recipe that calls for tenderloin, beef tenderloin. So we're gonna try that recipe, and then basil leaves. Now it says fresh basil leaves, and I don't have fresh basil leaves. I have either dried or crumbled basil leaves. So I got a small thing of just basil leaves. Ooh, I can smell the basil through the package, and I don't know what it is. The smell of certain fresh herbs, basil, thyme, dill, mint. I just enjoy those smells. Got a thing of romaine hearts, because the recipe I'm going to try calls for radicchio lettuce. And my Walmart does not, the guy that I talked to didn't even know anything about radicchio, let alone fingerling potatoes. I got 2 bags of frozen broccoli because we're out of fresh, and sometimes frozen broccoli is just as good as fresh as long as it doesn't get too mushy, I guess. Needed more eggs, so I got another 18 count of eggs. I checked those out, none of them were cracked. Of course, that doesn't mean they cracked on the way home, because my roads here in town can be a little bumpy. Got another head of cabbage, because surprisingly enough, a couple of the recipes I've used or I've done called for a wedge of cabbage, like a quarter wedge of cabbage. And then of course, now that I've gotten to the taste and the flavor and the enjoyment of yogurt, I got myself 3 tiramisus and 3 bananas. I like eating these for like a dessert or a late night snack instead of junk food. So I got some more of that. I am fairly sure that when Jerry finds out about it, she'll be thrilled to death, because yogurt, the cultures in yogurt is good for you. So of course, you should try to consume yogurt. And so far, I've only found 2 flavors that I really like. I don't like the strawberry. I don't like anything with like coconut. Those are Jerry's things. I also got 2 more lemons, because several of the recipes that I'm going to do this week call for juice or zest of lemon. So I got those. And now that we're done with the cold products, Mom is being so nice to put them away for me. I just said, put them anywhere. I'll go in there and straighten it out. Just get them out of the heat, basically. Not saying that my house is hot, but me and Mom can handle the house temperature being around 75 to 76 degrees. Any higher than 76, I start getting a little too warm. Not saying anything bad, but Jerry Ann doesn't like it that warm because, well, Jerry Ann is Jerry Ann. I can't tell you much more. So now if I get some of the other non-perishable cold stuff, those are the fingerling type. Those are the closest kind of potatoes that we can get around here that are fingerling.
Like red.
They were out. In fact, I'll go over the list of all the stuff that was out after. So I needed some medication, or some of my meds. This is not our usual stool softener because they were out. So it's the same company, same brand. It's a stool softener stimulant laxative. And I take these at night, so hopefully, it won't be too much of a problem. I wish Jerry Ann would have let me know the
Brand.
the brand, or not just the brand, but let me know ahead of time, because I didn't know about it until I went to do medication last Wednesday this past Wednesday, and I just kind of went, oh, I'm out of that. I'm definitely out of that. I ran out of my Shinikia. Hopefully I'm saying that right.
Echinacea.
Echinacea. Thanks, Mom. Echinacea, I ran out, so I went out and bought myself a bottle. I ran out of my omega-3 fish oil, so I ran out, and that was part of the shopping. We are almost out of apple cider vinegar, and there are a number of recipes that I'm doing that call for apple cider vinegar. I am down to about a package of each of my favorite tunas. They are, not only are they a protein-packed item, but the thing is, they're a great snack or a quick lunch. You know, I get home from work, I didn't eat since breakfast time. I'm getting hungry, but I don't want to eat a big meal because I want to cook. So I grab one of these. Boom, I'm satisfied for an hour or so. We got some more sourdough bread. I was supposed to get rye bread as well, but Walmart was out. I had to literally dig for this. So we have to run out maybe Tuesday and see if Walmart has the bread that we want. Jerry took it with her, so I went and bought another jar of the almond butter. There's a recipe I want to try that calls for almond butter spread on bread. Actually, it's kind of interesting because it says, according to the recipe, it's almond butter hummus, a slice of either sourdough or pumpernickel, and then a slice of either whole wheat or rye bread with the hummus and the almond butter spread on it. So I'm like, I'll try that. In fact, this morning's, my breakfast for this morning is that it was a ham sandwich. Now, a lot of people are like, well, just a ham sandwich is not breakfast. Well, it was ham sandwich with Dijon mustard on sourdough bread, on rye bread with cottage cheese and a sprinkle of shredded carrot. It was actually really good. It was really good, filled me up, gave me energy, and basically since Mom was tired, I let her sleep and I went out and shopped. These are not exactly fingerling potatoes, but they are the closest thing that I could find to what I thought was a fingerling potato. It's basically like baby potatoes. So one of the dishes I call for, which is with the, I think it's with the tenderloin, calls for some fingerling potatoes. So I'm gonna try that. And then we were low or out of batteries, AA batteries. So I went and got a package of AA batteries. And then of course, hey, I'm cutting down, but I got myself a couple 2-liter bottles of Mountain Dew. I drink maybe half a bottle per day. So I've been able to stretch that bottle out between 2 days, 1 bottle for 2 days. So I'm happy that I'm cutting down on that. I'm drinking a little bit more water, tea or coffee in the morning time. Maybe I made myself some home brewed cold tea and didn't add no sugar, didn't add no sweetener. I've been drinking a cup of that without any kind of sweetener, straight up, just tea, no other stuff. So I'm getting better on not drinking so much sugary drinks. My coffee or tea in the morning time will have either honey or creamer of some sort in the coffee. I'm doing fine. So that's the no, I'm not done. I forgot about stuff that's on the side. Mom needed wax paper. She also asked for, no, this is parchment paper. She also asked for the wax paper. They were out of the wax paper. Walmart shelves today, for some reason, were looking awfully bare. And I don't know if there's like some sort of weird panic or whatnot, due to the fact that they're talking about it's getting worse again, the pandemic. So people are starting to, and they're grabbing shelf-stable foods and whatnot, like parchment paper, wax paper, aluminum foil, baggies. I could not find our vacuum bags anywhere in the store. In fact, there was a couple items that I could not find that were on my shopping list. Just for instance, Couldn't find the rye bread. Could not find watercress, which is a type of lettuce. Couldn't find radishes. Couldn't find the vacuum bags or the wax paper, or, well, I did find quart-size freezer bags, so, and just one or two items aren't even on the shopping thing. It's just something I needed or wanted. One was a reading light that you clip onto your book and read via that way without having to have bright overhead lighting on. Little things like that are just not an important necessity. It's just something I wanted. Let's see here. I found the quinoa. One of the recipes I was looking at called for quinoa, and this is boil in the bag, 4 bags worth of tri-colored 100% quinoa. So we can use this for whatever. And then the Ziploc freezer bags that Mom needed, or we needed, whomever needed, the house needed, basically. So it's kind of like I got everything except for a few things. In fact, the young kid that I was talking to who worked at Walmart about the radicchio had no clue what radicchio lettuce was. So I just kind of assumed that they didn't carry it or whatever. But this is going to be the second week we've been doing the Nordic diet, Nordic way food plan thing. I've talked to Jerry about it, and her only concern, because the factor it's a carb to protein ratio, is the factor that she'll have to adjust it, or we'll have to adjust our food plans for her low to no carb diet, which I don't know how that's going to work, because carbs are an energy item. It basically helps you build up energy. It also keeps you from burning off the excess body fat that a person may have, which causes an insulin spike, which can be harmful for her, and the factor that she really needs to start watching her glucose levels. So it's one of those, there's all different things that we have to look at and decide and plan out, because if we don't watch the food and the various food intakes compared to our, even I have to start doing it. I probably have to go see a doctor about it, because I know last time they tested my blood, I was hyperglycemic. So there's a lot of little things that we have to watch out for when it comes to a diet or a meal plan or anything that has to do with foods, because certain foods cause problems, other foods help problems. And not enough of certain foods can cause your metabolic rate or your what do they call it, ketogenics to cause issues. The problem with any one diet that I've learned so far, with all the different things I've studied and read, is each individual person has different needs or different tolerances or different balances. So we have to literally find and learn our balance, and the only way to do that is trial and error. Now, I know for me right now, with what I've been trying to do, the trial and error that I've been trying to do is when I eat certain foods, like this morning's was a 2-to-1. It was a perfect 2-to-1 balance, 2 carbs to 1 protein, and I couldn't sit still. Even the near hour and a half to 2 hours that I was basically letting Mom catch up on sleep and sitting in the living room doing laundry and farting around on the computer, I was feeling just too antsy. So I had to go shopping just to burn off some of the energy. In fact, here in a little bit, we're gonna try a Nordic way meal. It's basically a rye salad. I'll talk about that more later, because I think I'm probably going to try to do another video to post either in the middle of the night after I've gone to bed or early tomorrow morning, because tomorrow I go back to work. But anyhow, that's this particular video haul, however you want to put it, for this afternoon. Until next time, God bless, be safe, have a good one, bye.